We went fast enough today.
So what's up, everyone? I finally managed to get hold of my coach. And we're going to speak a little bit about what happened in Giro on the opening stage of the time trial. I think Remco had quite an incredible performance. Can I say it's one of the best performances of the year so far? That we've seen?
For me, in a time trial, yes. Obviously, in the first part of the time trial, till the 10 first kilometers or 9 first kilometers, I don't remember, he did an average of 58 kilometers per hour. You can imagine how much is this. And I think that he put like 20, 30 seconds to the other contender. So for me, it was incredible.
So my question to the people that don't understand, obviously you've got a lot of experience and knowledge when it comes to time trialing, and you work with a World Tour team and you've got access to all of that knowledge. Unfortunately, I cannot ask you all the personal details, so we cannot show.
I don't know his weight, I don't know. But I think in pro cycling stat could be more or less, but I don't know, probably 65, 64, I don't know. I'm going to check it. So, but now he's skinny now.
Yes, he's very skinny now, but it's
60 kilos, 61. Yeah. I think he's in 60. And normally the riders with low weight, they have more problems to do a big absolute power, which is important to flat time trials.
Yes.
In flat time trials, it's more important absolute power compared with the watts per kilo. We have more weight in clean, obviously. Yes. So for him, it's super incredible. How can he do a time trial in that level compared with people like Pung or Ghana? Yeah, people with bigger weight than him. So probably he has to compensate with a lot of watts per kilo, and also the aerodynamics should be super good.
Because before the final 2 kilometer, okay, it was mostly a flat time trial. The average speed is very fast. Is 65 kilos, maybe 61, in that range. We don't know, because the weight in the internet is not always.
Yes, always correct. Yeah.
And Ghana is 80 kilograms. He has the hour record, and he was faster in the flats
than Ghana. Yeah. It's incredible.
It's incredible. Like it's almost, for me, it's almost unbelievable, because I say unbelievable. I cannot believe he produced so much power, but he did, and that's why I say, for me, this is one of the performances of the year.
So he did, and also you have to take an account that for sure he works a lot of time with a TT bike, training a lot, because in the technical parts, in the descent, it was a difficult descent. He did almost in the aero position. Other riders, they were not in the aero position doing the downhill, for example, and he only stopped the aero position in the cornering at the end of the downhill. The most of the downhill keeping the position, so he was like gaining time in every sector also.
The thing is, Ghana corners really fast. He's good technically. So, I mean, he couldn't make time. He definitely did not make time on Ghana in the corners. So he just beat Ghana and everyone else.
Going faster with more power. Yeah.
I mean, this is... And also, I was speaking to some of my friends. Can you give the people an idea that the aero bars they have? There's a lot of technology. I don't know with UAE which brand you guys use. I don't know if it's. I don't know if
it's an Australian brand.
Custom made.
Yeah. I think that most of the World Tour teams they use custom made aero bars for the top riders. Obviously you have good gains with that. It's more stable. You can put more weight in the handlebar. Obviously, are expensive for sure.
How much are they?
I think that this brand, the basic one are good. They're not custom made. I think around 3,000 or 2,500 euros, more or less.
Okay, but maybe for example, Ghana, he would pay 7,000 euros, custom made with a wind
I
tunnel.
don't remember. I saw articles that the special handlebars of the our record, I think, was 10,000. I don't remember
Yes.
about this for the
Uh,
our record in the track. I don't
yeah.
know if they are the same in the TTY.
Yes. And yeah,
But obviously the teams are doing a lot of investments in equipment.
yes,
Obviously,
yes. And
in
personally,
handlebars, wheels, the design of the frames.
I was looking at the tires and the disc Remco was riding. It was nothing special. Everyone has access in the World Tour to
Yeah.
this equipment, but I did notice his helmet was much wider, bigger, and I did not see him use the same helmet before this year. It's new or
I haven't noticed that.
yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah,
probably
I noticed it looked a little bit wider, but maybe if they do a different paint job, sometimes the helmet looks. But this is the only thing I saw different because I also see that the other teams are using the neck brace, the neck
yeah.
strap. What is the science behind that? Do you know?
There is a study made by Watchshop. It's a company who now works with Ineos, for example, and they tested this helmet. Uh, they realized that this helmet was the faster one, but when you have a higher speed, more than I don't remember the study, but about 50 kilometers per hour, sustained over the time. If you are doing other speeds like 45, 44, 43, compared with other, not so much difference. Only win super high speeds.
Ah, okay, but it would have been good for
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah,
Imagine, for example, for an amateur, probably is not the best options. For a World Tour rider with super high level, yes. Okay.
Um, okay, and then chainring sizes. I see like if I can remember, Dennis had a.
60, 58, everyone have. So
I,
depending if you have Shimano, if you have SRAM,
do you know what Almeida was riding in the team?
I didn't know what was riding that. Not
But maybe like 58 as well, 56.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was really surprised to see Dennis, Ryan Dennis only had a, or was it Remco? He had a 56 on. Ghana had the 58 maybe, but I think
58 maybe.
Dennis, yeah, I was surprised to see the 56 because, okay, me
I,
personally, I don't care. But
No, probably Dennis didn't go for trying to win the time trial.
yes,
Probably, I
yeah,
don't know, because he arrived to the Giro because of the circumstances that we know. Probably he's not in his top. He decided to do, and so probably I don't know. It's a supposition.
yes. And then obviously it's been very common knowledge on 6% climbs. Remco is really good because he can ride like Roglic, he can ride the climbs in the drops.
Yeah,
Can you explain to the people why these riders can do it and other
yeah.
riders cannot?
There are some studies in which explain that it's a study about Jim Martin about aerodynamics counts in the clean. People say that no, aerodynamics is not counting in the clean. For sure, it counts. It counts when you can do powers up to 400 watts. When you
Okay.
can do this power, aerodynamic counts. Probably, if I ride with you, Willie, my level is super basic, and if I am climbing at less than 300 watts, for me, be on the in the bars or being up the pedals, no difference.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you are riding more than 400 watts, there are a little difference. I mean, if you see most of the top riders, they climb seated all the time
So,
and keep the position as
yes.
much time as possible. Obviously, your level of strength should be super high for doing that.
Yes, yes, yes. No, I'm thinking of riders I remember like Chris Horner. He
Yeah,
was very straight up.
Yeah.
But he was very good in steep climbs.
Yeah.
But if he had to do a head-to-head with Remco on a 6% climb, he would lose so much because of
Yeah, for sure.
the CDA. And then Remco, if for you guys that don't know, he has a very low CDA from the past. He's very aerodynamic on the bike, so
Yeah.
he has this benefit above the other GC riders. Roglic
Oh,
also.
yes. Also, as you say, in the road bike, his position is quite aero most of the time, with elbows bended, trying to hide the head. I think that he tried to care about that.
And okay, and yeah, finally, oh yeah, and another thing, what makes this performance 43 seconds or 22 seconds over Ghana in only a 20-kilometer time trial? The people need to understand that at 55 kilometers per hour, it's very difficult to gain 20 seconds. Very
Yeah,
difficult.
yeah. It's exponential.
Yes, yeah. So it's actually it's much further in distance than we think. I mean, 1 minute at that speed can be 1 kilometer that you're behind.
I think a nice start to start our month. Yeah, I think it's I don't know what to say.
Yeah. That means that his level now is super high. We will see what happens, because it's not the same a time trial compared with a stage about 5,000 meters of elevation. There are other factors. It's not saying doing power fresh than doing power in fatigue. The durability of fatigue resistance, we have to take it into account. But doing this performance is a sign that his level now is quite high. We will see what happens with more hours, more fatigue, etc. But for sure, I think it's going to be one of the most favorites.
Yes, and I think Giro this year will be interesting. We have many people that can win, or that is very good. Like
I think it's open for me, very open, because my main doubt is in the third week, the performance of Remco. I think that this is my personal opinion. It's not the same Vuelta a España compared with Giro Italia. It's different type of races.
And longer stages, more hours.
And longer stage, more on the bikes, more elevation. Yeah. Also for this type of races, the strength of the whole thing is more important, in the way that more difficult to control.
Yes. And finally, do you think Remco has a team to control?
I think today I cannot thank the boys, but more the staff for preparing everything, the bikes, the material, the car behind, the nutrition also. I think from tomorrow on it's up to us, controlling, behaving.
Oof, difficult questions. I don't know, but
I think no.
if we compare with Ineos or our team, I think it seems weaker. Seems.
And finally, to finish off this podcast, you were just in altitude with Almeida and Jay Vine. And I was really surprised with Almeida's time trial. I think coming from altitude, it's difficult to have speed in the legs because you are always training in mountains. So
but in Sierra Nevada you have a lot of variety of routes for doing. You can do in flats, you can do in mountains, so it's not a problem.
Yes, but if I only do, if the mountain takes me 3 hours and my ride is only 3 hours.
No, it's not the case. We take the car, we go down, and we have flat roads. So for all,
Okay, so when you guys are in Sierra Nevada, you don't always go down with the bike. You take the car, you go down.
You train in the flat and you don't have problems.
Yeah. And any lactate testing that you guys also still do or not? You skip?
Yes. From time to time we do it. For checking.
Which system are you guys using for the lactate measurement? I know there is different ones. The method,
not a normal test. It's during the training we check from time to time. There, that there are some protocols of lactate, but this is for measuring, not in a training, only measuring in a protocolized test. It's not the case for a protocolized test.
Because I remember we used one with Katusha, but it was, what was it called?
Yes, inside. Yes,
Inside,
the protocol of Sebastian Weber.
Yes.
Weber, and I don't remember by heart, but I don't use that.
Yeah,
There
I
are
also
different.
don't
There are
like
different.
it, yeah.
There are different protocols for doing tests, like doing in a trainer every 5 minutes you take elected, or doing that in a clean. You can vary all of this, but there are not magic protocols.
for this, yes. No, yeah, I mean, we'll see, and thank you so much for your time.
Nothing to you.
Again, like gentlemen, so it's a long way still to Roma, but I think we couldn't wish for a better start. So we stay focused, stay out of trouble. So thanks to the staff. This one is for you, and tomorrow it's up to us to get this